Granted, there is a propensity among us to intensify one's fear, but often players behave a little too paranoid. These are their most troublesome habits. It's not that much that a mobile game, like Among Us, bursts into the zeitgeist. With millions of active players and thousands of memes, tweets, jokes, references, and fan art arriving daily, this murder mystery game has taken over the globe. But there are some irritating player habits that are extremely normal, just like any popular online game. Most individuals would know for no reason the annoyance of someone calling an emergency meeting, or the lazy crewmate who does not do their duties. Here are some of the other super annoying things that individuals do, besides those frustrating habits. Make their name a color. In Among Us, you can set your nickname to almost anything that you want, but people usually won't use it. People refer to other players by their color much of the time. They're not going to say, for instance, Janet is suspicious, they're going to say, orange is sus. So, it is fair that the name of one should not be a color that varies from that of their avatar. When the orange player is called blue, it's extremely irritating because then people don't know whether you're talking about them, or the person with the blue avatar. In particular, for people who are colorblind, it does not improve. Sell out their teammates. There are sore losers in every game. Some people just can't handle the defeat well, and this poor sportsmanship sees its fair share among us. These sore losers will also throw the game, while you are playing a game with more than one imposter, by selling their co-conspirator out. It's unbelievably disappointing when the crew finds out that someone is an imposter, only to sell out who the other imposter is for their final words until ejection. Don't start when the lobby is full. If you've ever been in a lobby that is filled up, you've probably seen the chat full of people saying start. Human beings are generally impatient, so people can get irritated when the host takes a while to realize that the lobby is full and then begin the game. When the lobby is a 10 out of 10 and the host is running around for a long while without starting the game, it gets even worse. Why'd you make us wait? Start the game when the lobby is nearly empty. The hosts who start the game way too early are on the flip side of that. When the lobby is short for a player or two, it is not unusual for a host to start a game, and that's okay. But, when the lobby has the minimum necessary number of players, it gets troublesome and distracting, and the host begins seemingly for no cause. When someone plays a game that states that the maximum number of players is 10, it's because 10 people want to participate. If there are only 4, don't start a lobby. Max vote time. There's a whole host of game settings that can be changed by the host, including the number of emergency meetings allowed, players' walking pace, and much more. The voting time setting, which changes how long players have to vote in each round, is one of the settings that can veer into annoying territory. Hosts may often set the voting time to be incredibly long, which is almost always unnecessary. This then goes from mildly annoying to extremely upsetting when someone hasn't voted, or worse, when they fail to do exactly that for one of the different reasons people do. Leave when they're not the imposter. Nearly everyone tries to be an imposter. Whether it's the adrenaline rush of not being caught, the feeling of being in on the secret, or something else, there's just something so fun about it. However, if in a group of up to 10 people there is just 1, 2, or 3 imposters, statistically, you're not going to be the imposter in a random game. Many individuals respond to this by simply leaving the game once it begins. Being a short player is never cool, so this is extremely irritating. Share info URL. One of the most common grievances among players is that individuals leave because they're not the imposter. But people who play together and exchange knowledge in real life can't be far behind that. There's nothing like someone saying, I am talking to Pink on Discord, and he says the imposter is Cyan. That seems to fire up people in your chat. It's extremely irritating, and many consider it to be totally cheating, even though it's in their favor. Get lazy with tasks. There are essentially 2 ways to succeed as a crewmate. Rooting out all the imposters, or completing all your assignments. It seems that job wins are very uncommon, with the other alternative being far more popular, it seems. Although, as a crewmate, there is no excuse to totally brush off your duties. Just because assignment wins are not frequent does not mean that they do not occur. It's annoying to see someone in the cafeteria just standing around or just watching the whole game with the surveillance cameras. You need to play away just like in real life, or people won't like you. Call emergency meetings for no reason or dumb reasons. What a world of paradise it would be if, unless absolutely necessary, no emergency meetings were held. Yeah, hearing somebody vent and needing to report it without a body to report to start a meeting is good, but it seems like emergency meetings are a total waste of time more often than not. Many people call on them to do things that are pointless and annoying, like claiming they don't know how to play the game, or just trolling the other players. When you're in the middle of a task and the meeting is called to reset your progress, this is even more frustrating. Spam troll. Speaking of trolling, even among us, it is one of the most annoying things people do in any game. The ways of trolling and spamming seen in Among Us are, to say the least, varied. There are people who bombard the chat with nonsense, people who beg for Instagram fans, and people who just want to be irritating, whether it's gibberish or political messages.